For the first time, we are seeing the horror inside a Tennessee Waffle House when a gunman unleashed a rampage in 2018. The video played at his trial, revealing the chaos as bullets shattered glass and sent diners scrambling to find safety.
He was just yelling my name. He was just telling me he was in pain.
4 people, all in their 20s, were killed, including Abedi Da Silva's brother.
He was saying he couldn't breathe. He kept looking at me and telling me he couldn't breathe.
Prosecutors say 32-year-old Travis Reinking showed up with the intent to kill. Naked from the waist down, firing more than 24 bullets from this AR-15.
He was determined, like he knew what he was doing and what he planned to do. And I'm sure my eyes looked like I was begging for mercy without saying anything. And he shot me anyway.
Security video captured the moments customer James Shaw heroically stopped the killing, confronting the gunman, wrestling the weapon away, even getting burned by the gun's barrel before throwing it over the counter.
I take him and I'm kind of choking him with my left hand. And I pushed him and I pushed him out the way. I take my left hand off of him and I just pulling up, and I finally get the gun and I throw it.
As the gun lay on the floor, you can see 2 employees hiding behind the counter. While Shaw finally fought off the gunman, Reinking has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Glad you guys were able to make it with us once again. Man, pack.
Bro code.
For Bro Code, okay? Thank you guys for all the new subscribers that we have. I mean, man, they really went in on that video.
Yeah, they did. We appreciate y'all so much.
Yes,
thank you so much for that.
Yes, and for everybody that's new to the channel, welcome to the channel.
Yes.
We ask that you please smash that like button, okay? Because we got great content and great dialogue for you guys to go ahead and listen to. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get to this clip. Now, this clip is nothing that is new, but if people remember, a few years ago, I'd like to call it a mass shooting. Active shooter, you know, a straight thug, a straight criminal was just straight going on a shooting rampage. It was something wrong with this guy. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to let this clip roll, you guys.
This was a true test of a man.
A tribute in the Tennessee State House for the Waffle House hero, James Shaw Jr., credited with saving dozens of lives during Sunday's horrific shooting outside Nashville, Tennessee.
You were confronted with the most unspeakable evil imaginable, and you acted with the utmost honor, heroism imaginable.
New details are emerging of the man who allegedly killed 4 young people, captured after a harrowing 34-hour manhunt. His previous brushes with the law, an arrest at the White House, and his bizarre assertion that Taylor Swift was stalking him. Authorities say the alleged shooter, 29-year-old Travis Reinking, had an alarming stockpile at his home. A search warrant indicating investigators found more than 1,000 rounds of ammunition, 1 Remington rifle, 2 scopes, and a laptop. A local business owner tells ABC News his store wiped clean before the shooting. Police not confirming this.
Do you have any question about your charges or your bond?
No, I don't.
Reinking is under mandatory medical observation, charged with 4 counts of murder from Sunday's rampage. His bond, which was once set at $2 million, has now been revoked.
Does he seem remorseful in any way?
I haven't heard that word.
It was early Sunday morning after a night of clubbing with a buddy. James Shaw Jr. stopped at the Waffle House in the town of Antioch, as he told my colleague Good Morning America co-anchor Michael Strahan.
It was about 3:17-ish when we walked in. I saw his face.
Witnesses at Waffle House say they spotted Reinking sitting in his pickup truck in the parking lot. Then, at 3:23 a.m., police say Reinking got out of his truck wearing nothing but a green jacket, wielding this AR-15 assault rifle, first fatally shooting 2 people outside the Waffle House before coming inside to continue his rampage. Shaw, a 29-year-old electrician, realized he had to act.
He shot actually through that door, and one of the bullets grazed me. I think that's when I became alert about the situation. It was like there's no running from this.
The suspect stopping briefly to reload.
The barrel of the gun was down, so that's when I took my opportunity wrestling her from him, and I ran through the door at full speed, hit him with the door, and took the gun and threw it over the bar, and then I took him and myself outside the restaurant.
His hands still blistered and burned from grabbing the piping hot gun.
I just knew it was me or him.
Without his weapon, police say the suspect fled the scene on foot.
He went to his apartment, put on a pair of pants, and then went to a wood line behind the apartment.
But this tragedy cutting short 4 young lives, all of the victims in their 20s. There was Aquila De Silva, 23, a student and aspiring rap artist and music producer. Aquila's older brother mourned the loss of his baby sibling to CBS.
He looked up to me, but I looked up to him at the same time because he was real smart. He was a real good guy. Never got in trouble, none of that.
De'Ebony Groves, a 21-year-old Dean's List student at Nashville's Belmont University, remembered for her dream of becoming a social worker. 29-year-old Tarian Sonderland, a longtime employee of the Waffle House. And 20-year-old Joe Perez, who worked as a subcontractor, was shot in the parking lot. His mother posting on Facebook, "Our lives are shattered." After the shooting, Ryan King disappeared and the town on edge. Neighbors fearful the killer could be hiding in their backyards. Chanel, you actually spotted Ryan King yesterday here at this apartment complex.
Yeah, around 6:15 yesterday morning, I was throwing out a dirty diaper and I saw him running along this gate right here. He had on like dark colored pants, navy.
Hundreds of police and heavily armed officers went door to door in an exhaustive search.
There's too many places to hide around here.
From a distance, it looks like this guy. He's got mud all over him.
In the end, a tip from a citizen led to Ryan King's arrest on Monday afternoon.
I'd get somebody over here. This is right where he lived. It's that suspect y'all are looking for.
Ryan King cornered by a swarm of officers, cuffed in the woods behind his own apartment complex, less than 1 mile from the Waffle House.
Detective Williams drew down on the suspect. The suspect proned out. He told him to get on the ground. He got on the ground immediately.
Police say he was armed when he was captured.
When he was caught, he did have a maroon shirt, dark jeans, and a black backpack with, again, a silver Kimbrough semi-automatic weapon.
Now, there are growing questions over Ryan King's repeated brushes with the law. This video, released yesterday, shows a dangerous pursuit of a stolen BMW from last Tuesday. Police now saying it was Ryan King behind the wheel.
The vehicle was recovered from Ryan King's apartment complex. But I would hasten to add that they had no idea who the man was.
Ryan King had at least 5 other known incidents with various law enforcement agencies. In July 2017, he was arrested by the Secret Service for trespassing in a restricted area near the White House, saying he wanted to speak with President Trump. After that incident, state and local authorities seized the 4 guns he had with him, turning them over to his father. Police say his father later gave them all back to his son, including the rifle Ryan King is accused of using to gun down his victims on Sunday.
How concerned are you that Travis Ryan King was able to slip through the cracks?
We were able to effectively neutralize what we felt was the threat at the time by ensuring that he did not have the ability to purchase or own weapons.
Ryan King's father now under federal investigation.
Should your father be held responsible for giving you those guns?
Authorities working to determine whether he violated federal law by allegedly giving guns back to his son after Ryan King's permit was revoked.
Clearly, it was the wrong thing to do. Travis had already had a track record of being inappropriate and potentially violent. And so he is a person that should not have firearms.
Questions about Ryan King's mental health also raising red flags. In May of 2016, police were called to a CVS parking lot in Colorado. According to the incident report, Ryan King was convinced Taylor Swift was stalking and harassing him, and that she had hacked his Netflix account and told him to meet her at the Dairy Queen. His parents told officers that he made comments about killing himself. James Shaw Jr., the man who stopped the gunman, has said he's no hero. His efforts to help the victims have been nothing short of Herculean.
I'm not a hero. I'm just a regular person. And I think...
On a GoFundMe page to raise money for the victims' memorials, his initial $15,000 goal was quickly matched, and now more than $115,000 raised. And in return, a GoFundMe was started for him, raising more than $100,000 for his recovery and his 4-year-old daughter's college fund.
I actually tried to count the hairs on her eyelashes just because I was just like, I almost didn't see you anymore.
At the Tennessee State House today, others sang his praises.
He's a best friend. He's a great man. You can see he's very humble.
And perhaps that's the surest sign of a true hero.
I'm very grateful to be here.
A man like James Shaw Jr., who doesn't think he is.
And me saving lives, I saved other lives. So that's probably one of the greatest things I think you could do.
For Nightline, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News.
All right, bro, man. Man, you see this criminal, man, this straight thug, man. That's the definition of a thug, you guys.
Yeah, it is. And they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. You know what I'm saying?
Of them.
You know, but I just, and you know, just real quick, I just want to send prayers out to the victims, families. You know, and I want to say something to James. You are a hero, bro.
Yes.
You are a hero. It took a lot for you to do what you did. A lot of people would have just froze up.
Yes.
You know, so, hey, you know, pick your head up, keep your head up. You know what I mean? And wear that badge of honor. Because you deserve that, and that's real.
For sure, for sure. You know, I got to say the same thing. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because we need to recognize the people that do good out here. As well as we do the videos, you know, you guys, we do the videos about the killings and, you know, a lot of the BS that goes on out here.
Right.
But really, where we going at with it is doing the videos accrediting the people that do good in our communities.
Right, the real heroes, you know, that's
Yes.
really doing heroic things out here that don't nobody ever hear about.
Yes, yes.
You know?
And in my opinion, it's just my opinion, he didn't get the credit that he should have gotten. He didn't get the recognition that he should have gotten. I know he, you know, was on TV a few times and they interviewed him. I think he was on Ellen once.
Okay.
So, you know, that was a big thing for them, you know what I'm saying, as far as TV land is concerned. But, you know, I wanted to go ahead and show this to, you know, a lot of our people out there who may not know about the story and they may not even heard about the story. But there's still some, you sisters out there saying no good men out here.
You ain't looking hard enough.
You ain't looking hard enough.
Yeah.
Because they obviously out here. There's ones out here who care about life and who are God-fearing men. So, you know, big ups to that brother. And as I stated before, rest in power to the ones that lost their lives that day as well. So is there anything else that you want to drop on them?
Well, you know, as far as the, you know, the dude that did the shooting, you know, he clearly had mental health issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it just, you know, they said he was in a parking lot in Colorado waiting for Taylor Swift to meet him at the Dairy Queen.
Yeah, it said she hacked his Netflix account.
Right, dude, she don't know you, bro. She don't know you.
Yeah.
Clearly, you have some type of mental issues going on.
Yeah.
You know, and just, let alone just to sit in a parking lot to shoot people you don't even know.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, mental illness is rampant among people, period. You know what I mean? I think, you know, that everybody that has those type of issues should be treated for it. They should have some type of program and or whatnot, you know, whatever type of therapy they would need to take to address those issues. But not just for, you know, him. You know what I mean? There's a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters in the African American community that have these issues. I mean, heavy, you know. And I just want to kind of just address that. Just, you know, for people to just kind of look into the, you know, the African American community, with the people that's in there that's also suffering through, you know, mental illness and everything like that, you know, anxiety, depression, and all that too. So
definitely. You know, I actually got a question for you, bro, on this topic. And now this was something that was brought up, but I didn't want to leave this out of the video. What do you think should happen to the father who they confiscated the boy's guns, gave it to the father, and the father gave the guns back to the boy?
the boy is a man for real. For one, you know, he was 29, I guess, at the time he got caught doing this.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm assuming he was still an adult when it happened. When they did take his guns away, he's an adult and he's accountable. If he gets caught with him again, then that should go to him. Shouldn't go to his daddy. You know, I mean, his daddy probably could have used a little bit more common sense. Yeah. I'll say that. You know, if you're not getting rid of the guns, you know what I mean. Period.
Right.
You know, but I just don't think his father used a very good judgment in that matter. You know, for that matter. But I believe that. You know, his son was grown enough. He's an adult. You know, those are his guns, and he should be accountable for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's my opinion, y'all. Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, I personally believe that the father should be locked up because the father knew that he had issues, and they said what the FBI took this man's guns away from him. So they didn't want him having guns, but see, the FBI gave the guns to the dad. Like, here you go. But then now you got the dad. Well, you know what? You know, I know you got problems, and I know they confiscated your guns for this shit that you pulled at the White House, asking to speak to Donald Trump. So, but you know what? Cool, that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guns. You know, I think he should be held, and that goes with another video that we did too about do we think that the parents should be? Now this is a grown man though, like you said.
He's a grown man,
right? So he can't be held accountable, but he should be held accountable for giving the guns back, knowing that his son was mentally ill, knowing that the authorities confiscated the guns.
Okay, well, if the authorities confiscated the guns, why even give them back?
Why would they give them back?
Why would you? Right, I don't care if they gave them to the dad or whoever. Why would you even put it back in that household?
In the vicinity, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, let's dig deeper than that.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? That sound like that's kind of the root of the problem.
It
that
is.
The authorities decided, well, hey, we're just gonna get the guns back,
right,
and put it back in the household. I mean, however the transfer happened between the father and son, that don't even really matter,
right?
You know what I mean? Because they were allowed to get the guns back.
Yeah. Well, all right, you guys. I mean, you heard it once again from Broco. So go ahead, leave your comments. What you think about the story right here? Smash that like button. And please hit the subscribe so just you can get it notified when we come out with new videos. Hit that notification bell. So we are out of here and stay tuned for the next video, you guys. Peace.